Have you ever noticed how some days you're pure drive, pure fire, pure action, and other days you're quiet, reflective, almost like you need space just to breathe? Most people judge that shift as inconsistency. But what if I told you it's not inconsistency at all? It's intelligence. Because there's a hidden law running underneath your mood, your motivation, your creativity, your confidence, even your relationships. And once you understand it, you stop fighting yourself and you start using yourself. This is the law of gender. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how to balance your energies, your inner energies, so your life starts producing results again. If you're ready to stop forcing it and start flowing with precision, comment below. I balance my power. The law of gender is one of the most misunderstood universal laws because people hear the word gender and instantly think about biology or labels or social roles. But that's not what it is. The law of gender is about energy. It's about creation. It's about the invisible mechanics that make anything come to life. An ideal, a business, a transformation, a new identity, a healed heart, a new chapter. This law teaches that everything in the universe carries two core creative forces, often described as masculine and feminine, not as men and women, but as two complementary modes of power. Masculine energy is direction, structure, decision, drive, penetration, execution. Feminine energy is receptivity, intuition, surrender, presence, nourishment, gestation. One initiates, one magnetizes, one builds the path, one calls the path towards you. And if you've been stuck, burned out, emotionally numb, creatively blocked, or swinging between extremes, this episode is going to explain why. Because your life doesn't expand when you have more willpower. Your life expands when your inner energies are aligned. So take a breath and let's go deep. Right now, in your life, something is trying to be born. Maybe it's a new version of you. Maybe it's a better relationship with your body. Maybe it's your confidence coming back. Maybe it's your next level. Maybe it's your peace. But creation doesn't happen through one force alone. If all you have is masculine energy, pure pushing, pure control, pure grind, you can get things done, but you feel dry inside. Your heart gets tight, your mind is rigid, you lose sensitivity, joy, and intuition. You start living like a machine. You achieve, but you don't feel alive. And if all you have is feminine energy, just pure feeling, pure imagining, pure surrender, you might feel deeply, but you won't move. You know what you want. You'll sense it's possible, but nothing becomes real. You float in potential without structure. The law of gender says creation requires both. The spark in the womb, the intention and the receiving, the command and the allowing. This is why you can't manifest by emotion alone, and you can't build a new life by force alone. You need the dance. Here's what this looks like in real life. Masculine energy says, this is my decision. This is my direction. This is what I'm doing. Feminine energy says, I trust the timing. I stay open. I receive guidance. I allow the right doors to appear. When those two energies work together, something happens inside of you that feels like momentum without misery. If you've ever experienced the season where things just clicked, where you felt calm and powerful at the same time, that's balance. If it's resonating, pause and comment. I'm ready to create. Because when you name the shift, you lock it into your identity. Let's talk about the real reason people get stuck. It's usually not laziness. It's not lack of intelligence. It's not lack of talent. it's imbalance. Some of you are over masculine internally. You're trying to control everything. You're trying to force clarity. You're trying to dominate uncertainty. You're trying to produce results on demand, and you call it discipline, but it feels like war. You can't rest without guilt. You can't slow down without fear. You can't let go because you don't trust what's happening if you stop gripping so hard. That's masculine energy with no feminine softness. That's structure without surrender. And that's action without magnetism. And the result is burnout. Short temper, anxiety, creative block, a nervous system that never fully exhales. Now, on the other side, some of you are overly feminine internally. You feel everything. You sense everything. You process everything, but you delay decisions. You second guess. You wait until you feel ready and you call it alignment, but it's actually avoidance. That's feminine energy with no masculine spine. That's intuition with no execution. That's receptivity without direction. And the result is drifting, procrastination, inconsistent momentum, a life full of potential, but not enough proof. So let me give you a truth that might sting, but it'll set you free. You don't need to become more motivated. You need to become more balanced, because balance creates motion. Balance creates clarity, creates confidence. Right now, if you're being honest with yourself, which side do you lean towards? Are you forcing everything, or are you floating everything? Comment one word, forcing or floating. No shame. This is awareness, and awareness is power. This chapter is where the shift becomes practical, because the law of gender just isn't an ideal. It's a daily operating system. Here's what balance actually looks like. Balanced masculine energy inside you is not aggression. It's not hardness. It's not dominance. It's clean decision-making. It's the part of you that says, I'm choosing this. Not because you're guaranteed success, not because the path is perfect, but because you're done being undecided. Balanced feminine energy is not passivity. It's not weakness. It's not waiting. It's inner openness. It's the part of you that can feel, sense, and receive information without panic. It's the part of you that trusts timing. And it's the part of you that notices synchronicities. Now watch what happens when these two energies unite. You take action, but you're not frantic. You rest, but you're not guilty. You move forward, but you're not desperate. You stay open, but you're not vague. You become a person who can hold both, and that's where real power lives, because the highest level of creation is not speed, it's precision. Your masculine energy provides the container. Your feminine energy fills it with life. Your masculine energy builds the bridge. Your feminine energy tells you which direction to cross. Your masculine energy commits. Your feminine energy receives. Now here's the hidden secret. If you want your life to change, you don't just set a goal. You create an inner relationship. You stop treating your drive and your softness as enemies. You stop judging your sensitivity. You stop shaming your ambition. You let them work together. So right now, I want you to say this out loud if you can. I don't need to become someone else. I need to become whole. If you felt that, comment below. I become whole. Now let's bring this into your real world. If you want more money, more peace, more confidence, more love, more results, this law gives you a compass. When you feel scattered, unfocused, drifting, that's a call to strengthen your masculine energy. Not by becoming harsher, but becoming clearer. Clarity is masculine. Boundaries are masculine. Commitment is masculine. When you feel burned out, controlling, exhausted, dry, that's a call to strengthen your feminine energy. Not by becoming lazy, but by becoming receptive. Rest is feminine. Trust is feminine. Receiving is feminine. Here's the part people don't understand. Your nervous system is part of manifestation. If you're constantly in flight mode, you can't receive. If you're constantly in fog mode, you can't execute. So the practice becomes simple. When you don't know what to do, don't panic. Ask yourself, which energy am I missing right now? Am I missing direction or am I missing openness? Am I missing structure or am I missing softness? Am I missing decision or am I missing trust? And the moment you ask that question, you stop spiraling because you stop making the problem your identity and you turn it into calibration. And calibration is mastery. So if you want a powerful way to apply this today, here's the simplest truth I can give you. Your next breakthrough is going to require both sides of you, the disciplined side and the intuitive side, the decisive side and the receptive side, the builder and the receiver. When you bring both to the table, you don't just change your outcomes, you change who you are while you create them. If any of this resonates, hit the like button below and comment. I create with balance. The law of gender reminds you that you were never meant to be one-dimensional. You were never meant to only grind. You were never meant to only dream. You were meant to create, and creation is a dance. So the next time your energy shifts, don't judge it, study it. The next time you feel stuck, don't shame yourself, balance yourself. The next time you want a new life, don't force it or fantasize about it. Build it with direction. Receive it with trust. Because when your inner masculine and feminine energies unite, you don't just manifest outcomes, you become a creator. I'm Fish, and this is the Cosmic Ballet. Change your rhythm, change your mindset, but most importantly, change your life.